going back to the marketing, what I was able to do from Pennsylvania, I started a marketing company where I was sending. Are you familiar with patient brokering?
No.
So it's a felony and it's a crime to pay per person to go into to refer a patient into a rehab or a healthcare facility. So the way that I was able to generate leads, and I wanted to be compassionate about this because I went through it myself. I have a lot of family and friends that went through it myself, and I'll get into that story after. But I started a company on my own where I was generating leads for people that wanted treatment, that had private health insurance where they could leave the state. They would have out-of-network benefits. And I was, the average at the time of me starting Boca Recovery Center, the average cost per acquisition, if you want to call it that, to get a patient in the door with private health insurance was around $3,000 for the facility. I was doing it for about $1,800, which was kind of unheard of to the rehab industry. The treatment marketers in Florida that were patient brokering would give the clients or the patients, they would sometimes offer them money to go to treatment. If they didn't meet medical necessity by the insurance company, they would try to get them drunk or high so that they would get paid out for getting them admitted into the facility. And that turned into an absolute disaster, if you can imagine. You take somebody in a vulnerable position that, just wants to get clean, or their family, even if they don't want to, if their family wants them to get clean, and you say, hey, I'll give you, $1,500 to go into rehab, and the detox then gets denied by the insurance company, so the treatment marketer takes them back out, they bring them to a bar, gets them wasted or high, and brings them back. They could kill the person, they could take advantage of them sexually, which has happened. If you look up Kenny Chapman, he got, I think it was a 27-year sentence, correct me if I'm wrong, for a ridiculous amount of sexual assault on these patients. It was just absolutely sickening. So I wanted to have a facility.
Owner on Wednesday Residential Courtroom divided Chapman's family. Middlebrook gave Chapman a 27-and-a-half-year sentence for crimes that Villafana said were never before seen in a federal court, turning his patients into prostitutes.
That is an absolute scumbag.
And that's in Florida?
That's in Florida, yeah.
Wow. And you met this guy? You did business with him?
Never did business with anyone like this. So that's why I wanted to kind of give you the rundown of how this all happened. So when I lived in Pennsylvania, I had that marketing company, but I never actually talked to the patients myself. I made sure that they went through an online quiz is basically what I did, because I wanted to make sure they met the criteria. Like, I don't want to send some innocent girl that has an eating disorder and maybe she drinks on the weekends to some facility that she doesn't qualify for.